Man, I can call it anything right now.
Chat right now. Drop
just
ones
woke.
if Sage Ben had this goatee. I swear to
I
you, this
just
nigga did
woke
not
up.
have this goatee. He woke up with a goatee. He did not have this.
You think
when he
since
left
Sunday?
Live.
You think since
Ben
Sunday he
Handy.
grew a goatee?
A whole goatee. I'm convinced.
Ben Handy's, bro.
I'm literally about to go back and check like 5 old episodes. And I never noticed this nigga's
Ben
goatee.
Handy.
He looks the same.
He looks the exact.
I didn't say he
same.
looks. I didn't say he looked different. All I said was, when did this nigga get a goatee? That's all I asked.
Oh my god! All right, let me know when you live. We live
We are
We've
live.
been live
on
That's why I don't like
YouTube
this.
streaming. Oh my god! I don't even fall for this every single week. Hey, welcome back to the best part of our weeks. Well, Let's Keep It a Buck podcast, the only podcast where we constantly put down pesticides, rat traps, peanut butter, because we are trying to get rid of snakes and rats every single day. Okay.
What do you mean by that?
I'm letting you know. I'm not gonna lie, 6ix9ine is no longer the biggest informant I know. That's all I gotta say.
Look at Sage's face. Sage is so confused.
This
Sage.
is literally Sage.
What do you mean by that?
Sage, I'm letting you know. Just watch what you say, especially if it's in text. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man.
Don't let nobody know. Keep your
In
grass
a
cut low.
extremely private group chat with just us and paid members.
Oh man.
Hell, less than paid members, paid employees.
I'm about to say paid employees out here dropping a dime on a company. Crazy.
Loose,
It's Clay
Oh,
Allen,
man.
guys. I'm kidding.
loose lips sink ships, and we are the Titanic, apparently. With that being said, man, welcome back to another episode of the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast. Shout out to everybody here. If you're listening to this right now and there's not a like on your computer screen from YouTube, you're the problem. You're the problem. If you are listening to this right now or watching this on the live stream and you're not a member, you're the problem. If you are watching this and you are not a subscriber, the subscription is free. You are the problem. So if you're new to this and you're true to this, go ahead and become a member, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Do all that. We're trying to grow. The community is ever growing, but it needs your help. I'm not gonna lie to you. We have a TikTok, we have an Instagram, we have Twitter. Follow us on all those platforms. If you're listening to us on Spotify, and we weren't in your year-end wrap-up, you're probably an informant as well. Okay, you're a horrible person, and you need to go to jail. But if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, where there are no year-end wrap-ups, but it's still just a better platform, we appreciate you because we get 5-star reviews. Let me tell you something. Noti Gang Scully says, soon to be Omar's only editor. Oh, shit. Zoinks. You sleeping. You I ain't gonna lie. Soon to be Omar's only editor. We need some IRL content from Let's Keep It a Buck. Not gonna lie. I agree. Noti Gang Scully, I agree. Is that Taz? Says Teddy Sage. Appreciate y'all boys for real, man. Y'all make my classes bearable. But the real thing I need to know is who y'all think better, Musiq Soulchild or D'Angelo. If you don't know who they are, you need to be fixed, or you need to fix that.
Musiq
He listens to us
Musiq
in
Soulchild.
class.
Musiq Soulchild, easily.
Musiq Soulchild is.
D'Angelo is known for being almost naked on camera. That's right.
There's only one D'Angelo on my mind. It's D'Angelo
And that's
Word.
D'Angelo Alex. Oh.
I think this is the last one. KTS Mari says you got some dick riders. I ain't gonna lie. Says Sage solos. That's all they said. That is.
Hey man. Part-time content creator. Feel
Content
you
creator.
feel
Crazy.
you feel
But listen, man, I'm here with my lovers and friends. Sage, how you doing today?
I'm good. Almost died like 20 minutes ago. That's why I'm like just off waking up. Yeah, like tell them if you ever get some shit at Hibachi, tell them niggas make sure that shit clean, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm dead ass on.
Nigga almost died on the toilet. That's tough.
But not on the toilet, bro. Like I got a shellfish allergy. I ain't gonna bullshit you out. Yeah, and there weren't no shit in my shit, but that nigga must have just cooked some shit because that was fucked up. Yeah, I'm
That's
straight
crazy.
now.
What'd you get?
Bro, I just got my typical chicken fried rice with the vegetables and shit. And I don't know. I was biting that shit. I was like, tongue itch, pause. I was like, I'm fucking tongue itch. What the fuck?
I know exactly what you
Next
have.
thing
The
I-
same allergy.
Next
Yeah.
thing I knew, my lip right here. I wasn't gonna do the pod because my lip was big as shit right here. So I was like, I text Bezos. I was like, fool, let me go to sleep because if this shit ain't straight, it's up for me. But obviously, I'm fine. So yeah.
Nigga was about to die and just said pause. I thought that was crazy. But
This
did
is
you
when
did you
He'd rather die than be.
And yeah, I tell them every time. Yeah, I tell them every time.
did
like,
you know you were allergic to seafood before this or?
Yeah, 100%. I
Okay.
tell. Yeah, I'm always able to get shit like Quick Way or whatever. Just be like, yo, don't cook my shit right next to an order with shrimp. I guess them niggas ain't listen. So
Nigga said, "Fuck your order."
yeah, I'm about to say. I don't know.
Bezos, how you doing today?
Doing good, man. Doing good. It's another
Okay.
day.
Need some water.
Damo, how you doing
Hey,
today?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. What's that 121 Savage song? What's it called? Snitches and Rats, right? Yeah, man. Crazy day.
That's just I don't know.
Let
I
me
don't
let me
know.
show some of these super chats before we move on. Before the stream even started, Damo birthed the worst sidekick ever. Cereal boy, if you know, you know. Listen, you have to be in the members only Discord for that. Listen, we've been promoting the group chat the last 2 months. It is actually full now. Like, we found out the cap was 75. Twitter, fix your FAQs. It's not 50, it's 75. So we're forced to use Discord now, and we've been kicking it, man. We had a big ass like group FaceTime yesterday, essentially, and a lot happened from that group FaceTime. And
The way you say that is so inappropriate. I just
word is a
didn't-
snitch.
Wow. Oh,
And cleans it up with that. I love it.
I didn't even want to just out it, but I mean, okay.
Let me read a couple more. Where's your blunt at? I'm
got me
smoking by
smoking
myself,
one.
Damo.
Oh shit.
My
he
fault,
actually-
OG.
Twin dead ass has
They
the
said
blunt.
shit.
When the album dropping and can I be a feature? Whose album?
Yeah, I'm about to say, what combo did I miss? I was gone for literally a minute.
I missed him too.
Oh, they talking about the Damo tape, bro.
We're not. First of all, let me tell you, Clinton Jacobs, you don't get to command.
I guess he does. I guess he does.
Listen,
I
bro.
guess he does. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. I guess he does.
Listen, got the MVPs on the screen. Shout out to the MVPs. Got the superstars in the chat. Got the all-stars spamming up some emotes. Let's get right into business, bro. You know we gotta start basketball. Klay Thompson has returned, not officially, but has returned. He's been assigned to the G League Santa Cruz. Him and James Wiseman are down there playing. And there was some reports today that he tied the scrimmage with a go-ahead three. I don't know. But listen, I'm tying that all into last night's game. Sage, you weren't on that stream, but it was a fantastical stream because Curry is capable of having a bad game. We found that out last night. And he needs Klay Thompson. So first and foremost, what do we have? What do we predict the Warriors will be when Klay Thompson returns? Yeah, what do we predict they'll be?
A championship contender. They're a championship contender right now. So, I mean, on the low end, he's a shooter off the bench. On the high end, I mean, he's Klay Thompson.
Even
Big
with the
Klay.
liability stuff?
Yeah, even with the liability stuff.
Yeah.
I would say a healthy Warriors team to me, and it's gonna be crazy. So bear with me. If Klay Thompson is 80% of what we want him to be and what we expected and what he was before he got injured, and if James Wiseman takes any steps above what he was his rookie year, they're a super team.
Super team. Well, why is a super team?
Yeah, nah.
I don't know.
No.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Off the vibes. This is the
Nah.
vibes is there.
Honestly, because of how good they are right now with just Steph, and I'm also a person that believe that 72 and 9, The 72-9 Warriors team. 73. I'm sorry, 73-9 Warriors team was a super team. I'm one like minority of people that thinks that, because a lot of people apparently don't think that. I just think you're a super team depending on how like dominant you are. And as of right now, they're 18-3. Obviously, early 1/4 of the season and early sample size, as we've seen. If Curry plays like shit, it's all over. But once Klay comes back, if Jordan Poole continues to be big pool party, if James Wiseman can actually stretch the floor and provide rim protection, I think that team, that they're going to be the most dominant team in the NBA. And if you're the most dominant team in the NBA, you have the MVP candidate, you have this level of just greatness about you, I have no problem calling you a super team. I'm personally very loose with the term super team. Super teams are just a season by season basis. And I think you're a super team based off the landscape of the league and how good everyone else is doing, and you compare it to them.
I'll say this. From what I saw last night, I guess that makes them a super team. I wouldn't have them as like the best team. Maybe once Klay comes back, I gotta see it. I gotta see what Wiseman does. But the way that the Suns were flying around defensively last night, Chris Paul could still do his thing. They could score. Everybody was participating, and this is with Devin Booker going out. I ain't gonna lie, the West is in for a hard time. The West is in for a hard time. No cap. Sage, go ahead. You look like you had something to say.
Oh no, I was talking to my fucking dog. But shit. What the fuck? Oh yeah. Nah, I ain't shit, my fault. That shit just distracted me. Klay Thompson coming back. My hot take is that Klay's gonna come back 100%. I've been saying that since he got injured. The second time, not the first time. What the fuck? But since he got hurt the second time, I said, oh yeah, I mean, it's been a long time, but trust, I don't know why. I just feel he's gonna come back 100%. When they come back, although I wouldn't consider them a super team, they will be very formidable. Like I'm saying, when people were calling the Lakers a super team, saying they had it, I said, nah, bro, Golden State's gonna be legit, and the Suns are gonna be legit. It's crazy. Look at the teams we're talking about today. I just watched the game today, and the one thing that concerns me about Golden State is that the Suns didn't give a fuck about Curry like how most teams give a fuck about Curry. And it's not just because Curry had a bad game. All that gravity shit that y'all are used to, Suns ain't give a fuck about none of that shit. Whether it was Landry Shamet, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, and especially Mikal Bridges, they guarded that man like a typical nigga. They just said, we're going to play great defense on everybody, obviously up the ante on Steph Curry, but we're not doubling Curry at 35 out. We're not going to double Curry every time he catches the ball. Every time Curry sets a screen, that's a 6'3" light-skinned Under Armour setting the screen. So we're going to stay right the fuck with him. Like, they didn't give a fuck about who Stephen Curry was. Now, they paid defensive attention to him at sensitive Curry fans, but they didn't give a fuck about that nigga for real. And that's the one concern, because they do have Chris Paul. They do have Mikal Bridges. Yaten is swatting 35-foot jump shots and shit. They do have the players to guard Steph Curry. So if they are potentially able to go toe-to-toe with that team, that's a big concern. But other than that,
he's Jalen Suggs with more experience. You're right.
Jesus Christ.
That's not
Wow,
crazy.
that's
That's not crazy.
Let me read this super chat. By that logic, wouldn't the 2016 Warriors be considered a super
You stated
team?
that.
I said that.
Yeah, he said that.
Nelly.
I said I'm in the minority of people that believe the 2016 Warriors were a super team. A lot of people don't think they were. I
Me
do.
too.
And you know what's crazy? For that game to be that close, Sage, with the performance that Curry had, how great the Suns were without Devin Booker, it just leads me to think Jordan Poole dropped what, 28 was it? Like Jordan Poole was the only guy to be like
like
crazy
16 in the
scoring.
first quarter.
Yeah. Jordan
That's
Poole was
crazy.
the scoring guy this game. So for me, it just feels like one of those situations where just a year or two ago with Steph, when they were pitiful, Klay was hurt, KD just left, they weren't shit. It was just Curry putting up numbers. It was just that situation. One nigga was only able to score, and it wasn't really that impactful. They lost. If they have Klay there and Klay's giving you 18, he was the guy to give you 18 there. They win that game.
Oh yeah, it's not nightmares for them niggas, as you brought
Yeah,
up. I
that's
was gonna
crazy.
I stopped talking. I was gonna let y'all converse, but nah, the fact that the game was close really shows you that the Golden State Warriors and the Phoenix Suns are at worst two of the top 5 best defensive teams in basketball. Like that defense was insane, top to bottom. The only person that looked truly unguardable the whole time was Chris Paul and Cam Johnson. Because Cam Johnson, I don't remember Cam Johnson missing. When I looked at the stats, I was like, he fucking missed. Okay. And then Chris Paul again shows that if he wanted to go out there average 30, he could just get some mismatch or whatever. But outside of that, Mikal Bridges is out here ripping people after they catch the ball on post-up plays. I didn't even know how he did that. Curry's in the lanes. The amount of out-of-bounds passes forced were ridiculous. The off-ball defense was crazy too. Those two teams are something special. Trust.
Last night I was reminded, just because you don't see it that often because he is extremely consistent. That's why he has so many like 50, 40, 90 seasons. But Curry stinkers are so bad. They're just so bad. I know every superstar has their stinkers, but compared to everyone else, because Curry's still gonna take those 18 shots like every time. But when he's going like 2 for 18, 3 for 18, it's happened twice in the finals before, and it just looks ridiculously bad. It's because when you go back and watch those really bad games, he's taking these crazy ass in a vacuum, just bad shots, right? And they're just not falling that night. So, I mean, he's human. He's human.
No, I was told he couldn't have a bad game though. So, but I think that's what we experienced last night. A lot of shot checking. I heard some blaming of teammates and stuff like that, as far as they weren't making shots or they were too timid or whatever the case may be. Klay is going to open it up for them. He definitely is. Oh shit. Klay is
25
yeah.
PlayStation points.
I did think that said PSN.
This nigga says,
shut up.
I'm a medical student in Poland, and no one here loves the NBA the way we do. Spurs fans, why do you all think that Lonnie and Keldon have stagnated? I don't. That's one of the weirdest questions I ever asked.
I'm not a Spurs
I
fan.
got you, my G. I got you. One, thank
Pop
you
is
for your
washed.
Planet Fitness credits, I guess. That's cool. And I would say for anything, Keldon, I did expect Keldon to have a big increase, especially with the summer he had with Team USA. It just hasn't panned out. You've seen a big step with DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray is the only player to really take that elite step up. Lonnie Walker's just plateaued. I feel like his game will come along. I gotta wait till the end of the season to see more about Lonnie. I'm not gonna give up on him yet, but Keldon's just not been what we were sold, told, and what we expected from him coming out of this summer.
First of all, I don't know what you expected out of them, Twin, to ask that question.
Yeah, I wasn't too high on Keldon all for it.
I wasn't too high on like Lonnie Walker either. DeJounte Murray and what's his name? Derek White.
Derek White, yeah. Derek White knew peaked early. DeJounte had potential, and you
so don't know what you were expecting. Pop is washed. The organization is washed, bro. It's time for a reset. Just
the Spurs are a team that I just like. I know they exist, and I'm gonna pay attention when I need to. Which is like cool. They're playing basketball.
How many more years? Be honest, and I don't want to pivot completely away from the Suns. How many more years of this like same level of play does Pop get as like a pass for the championships that he's won?
You want the truth, or you want me to lie to you? The answer is until he wants to leave. But preferably like next season, tomorrow. But nah, whenever Pop want to leave, he gonna leave. This is what happens when you invest so much into one person in any franchise. I don't give a fuck. The fact that Pop is essentially the GM and the coach, just nuts.
Yeah, I don't understand why he can't do what Brad Stevens just did. Now, honestly, to be honest with you, I wouldn't want him as the GM either.
I definitely don't want him as GM.
Yeah, it's time to get a whole new lifeline up in there, and just get some new talent, new blood, try something different. But he needs to move up and then let another coach come in, bro, and just do what you do, because he's just
change the culture. Like it's time, bro. It's literally been 20 years.
I don't even know what the culture is.
Yeah, it's been the Spurs. It's been like the knockoff ass Patriot way, but the Spurs way.
Yeah,
like 20, bro. It's fine. Like Bill Belichick and Pop. I fuck with Pop. Me, not no fucking Bill. Just move on, bro. Just move on.
But anyway, Suns Warriors. So Suns tie franchise record with 17 wins in a row. They are 18-3, so along with the Warriors though, but at the top of the Western Conference. This was the first time this year that the Warriors didn't score 100 points or more. But I guess this is the way we feel about them. They're still going to be a top team. Adding Klay Thompson back is definitely going to boost them. But Suns, man, Suns are a real deal threat in the West. But who's that third team? Who's that third team for y'all out of the West?
That way.
Real quick, I just remembered to start the season when the Suns started 1-3. They're like, yeah, nah, fluky season, fluky 2021 season. And for them to just stray off like 17 straight games is fucking hilarious.
Man, I got killed. I did a Twitch stream, ended up uploading highlights. I got killed for saying they were contenders. I was like, bro, they just made the finals. They were like, nah, they would have lost. I said, bro, they just made the finals. I don't care what you believe would happen. They just made the finals. Very briefly, it was actually a bit on how long I've been talking about, the Suns are like 8-0, 10-0, 12-0, 15-0. 17-0. And I would always finish that sentence with, and no one's talking about it. The fact they did that shit is crazy. The third team, I mean, damn, it hurt because the Nuggets ain't never going to do that if they not healthy. I'm not a believer in the Utah way. I know Utah's that team everybody brings up. Can't do it.
It's got to be Utah though. I ain't gonna hold you.
I think it's still the Lakers.
Can't do it. Yeah, I probably pick us. I probably say if we get our shit together, it'd probably be us.
And bench us.
Okay, so if oh my god, if y'all don't get y'all shit together, whatever that means, it's
them two right now, 100%.
No, I'm saying the third team though. Like,
not us. If damn shit,
y'all think the Nuggets are out of the equation, like fully
in terms of contending?
As of right now, yeah. I mean, looking at the standings.
I mean, not as of right now. I'm talking about MPJ's out for the season. Jamal Murray, I don't really know.
You take him out.
Yeah, that's just being too nice at that
Unless
point.
Bobo is just a goat.
Is the West weak?
No.
It might be. I ain't gonna lie.
The West is just unhealthy.
I mean, look at the East though. Let's look at the East though. They have the Nets. I don't know when Kyrie's coming back, but they're still looking pretty nice. The Heat,
because they're in the East.
The Heat
are really, really good team. The Bulls are a really good team. The Bucks, they've won 7 straight. And
You're
no
a
one's
fraud,
talked
bro.
about
You're a fraud. You just skipped the Wizards.
Yeah, no, I did that for a reason. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, try to tell niggas
haters,
man. That one podcast we did.
Kuz was 4th seed, nigga. 4th seed Kuz.
A Kuzma-led team. I haven't heard anything about Bradley Beal. Haven't heard anything about Bradley Beal this season.
Because he hasn't been that good.
He's actually been that guy on that team.
I ain't gonna lie.
You watch basketball. Yeah,
if I had that Trez, I wouldn't have been mad last year. I ain't had that fucking Trez. I don't know where this Trez came from.
He really cut his day off.
There, low key.
Really cut his day ones off for the win.
Kyle Kuzma is up 0.5 points per game from last season, bro.
Hey, it ain't about that. It's about the impact. All right, the impact of Kuzma.
Now it's impact.
His efficiency is down literally across the board
because he's doing more. Kuz playing defense. Kuz getting boards. Kuz doing it all.
Like, the Kuzmania,
we don't have to argue with them. Like the positioning says everything they need to say. Like,
I'm just saying,
what you gonna do?
Then why is their offense and defense better when he's off the court?
I don't know.
Hey man, listen, I ain't gonna talk. I ain't gonna hold you. Looking at the standings, because I ain't about to sit here and argue with y'all about Kuz. I'm above that. That is beneath me to argue about Kuz right now. That's beneath me. But looking at the standings out west. It's crazy to say fuck the damn fuck the Jazz.
I hate this nigga, the Jazz. I hate this nigga, Mo.
Just the way you try to brush it off.
I'm saying, bro, shut the fuck up. I hate this nigga.
That shit is beneath me.
I didn't want to argue about it. That's why I skipped.
Right now, the West is open wider than my ex when I was at my grandpa's funeral. I don't get
what
the
does that mean? Where did the grandpa's funeral come from?
I don't understand.
You could have just said right now the West is more open than my ex. You could have just left it at that.
Bezos, don't talk about white women like that, bro. I know
that's
not shit, Mo.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, what were you saying about looking at the West, Damo?
How the fuck did we know she was white? What the fuck?
Looking at the West, saying like I feel Sage. I don't really trust the Jazz. I never trust the Jazz. Fuck Baguette Biyombo in my opinion. So but they are third seed. They 14 wins. They have an actual gap out of everybody else in the West. The Lakers, we're hoping when we get healthy, everything is right. Bron's obviously going to miss games, but assuming everyone's healthy, it'll be us. But without everybody being healthy, you take the Jazz out the equation, take us out the equation. Lamian's trash. I would personally say, oh wait, how long is Ja out?
Oh, ain't it a minute? It's a minute, I think. Like
I thought it was
Is
1
it?
to 2, 1 to 2 months.
1-2 months. So take
That's what I
business
thought.
out.
I could be wrong.
Am I gonna be a traitor and rock with the Clippers? MVPG?
To threaten them, that's what I'm saying. We being too nice.
I mean, look at those. Do you trust the Mavericks?
That's what I'm saying. The West is hurt. Though it's not that they necessarily trash. The West is like literally hurt. The Nuggets were one of the contenders. They're nicked. The Lakers are literally hurt right now. The Clippers, the team you're bringing up, Kawhi Leonard's not on it.
But with Kawhi being hurt, the Clippers still like a great team, and they still have that guy. Like Paul George is a number one right now. Paul George
That's
is like
fine.
number one.
That's fine. And Curry is a him. And Debo
And Curry's number two, and they're one. So I mean, listen, that's one, that's two. We're talking about three right now, and we know everybody's unhealthy. If you're gonna tell me you're not worried about the Jazz, who you?
I ain't worried about the Clippers either.
So who you giving me?
Oh, y'all have to pick somebody. Jesus. I guess. It's so nasty because I don't believe in it.
It is.
But
That's
I
what I'm
guess. Yeah,
looking at.
that's what I'm like. I
don't
guess
trust a lot
I'll
of these
pick.
teams. I would have to pick us. I have to pick the
Yeah,
Lakers.
I guess after us, then I guess the Jazz, but like I don't believe
The
in
West
that.
is weak. We'll come to
That's
that
hurt.
conclusion.
I'm gonna say we beating around the bush. Like, just say the West this week. Bro.
John Moran is hurt
The
too.
West is hurt. Like I don't.
And
know.
you said
like,
Miami, Bam Adebayo's hurt.
And it's fine to
Yeah.
call them the weak conference this year. I don't.
Oh,
Okay. The
Jeez.
West is weak. Weak West. I'm with it.
Jeez.
Weak West. There we go.
Y'all got it.
The weak West.
The weak
Come on,
West.
man.
We're back in the 80s, bro. Bron's playing in the weak West like Magic. That's crazy.
I would
Okay.
say like more than ever, it is like close to even between East and West, from top to bottom. But
I guess so. With that being said,
all right, let's stop
Oh.
beating around the bush. Is the NBA dry this week?
yeah, the NBA is dry this week. We're stat padding. I ain't gonna lie. You saw that long ass carry. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm looking at the numbers. We're looking at like players or whatever. Yo, Davis Bertans is the biggest fucking thief in the world. I don't know if y'all know.
Supposed to be a sniper.
Yo, he's shooting. He's shooting 22%
I'm
from
hip.
three this year.
I was talking about it today.
The year before, 39. I mean, borderline 40 and 42. He got paid from a year where he shot 43. Yo, he is a thief. And 1 year where they let him put up 9 threes. Yo, okay. I don't know. Let's keep scrolling.
Not
PJ
after that
said
last game y'all played.
Cleveland better than Atlanta.
Yeah. I'm not. Why is a Cleveland fan talking? Like,
I mean, don't get me
PJ.
wrong.
Yeah.
Don't
Like,
get me
we some
wrong.
shit. I
I'm
understand
about to say
some
the
shit,
Steelers
but-
suck too. Like that whole, all y'all a bunch of frauds over there.
I'm
Joe
about to
Burrow's
say-
the best quarterback over there. That's crazy.
I was like, the Ravens get a bunch of Mickey Mouse, Disney Channel ass, fairy tale ass wins. The Bengals, like, we know what's up with them, but shout out Big Ma. The Steelers can't score for shit, and the Browns are just going brown.
That's
division.
crazy. Y'all turned into what's the division with the Giants, Cowboys?
The
football team?
NFC
It's the
East?
same shit. It's the same
But
shit.
at least we're better though. Like technically, the Steelers,
As of
like,
right now,
yeah, at
all
least
y'all
we
are just
win.
Lamar threw 5 picks. Was it like Jesus Christ?
Nah,
Fuck it. That's what happens when you got running backs playing quarterback. People 5 picks.
Oh
Crazy.
shit!
Oh, wow.
I call that
Kuz
nigga
is
R.O.
dominating.
Jackson.
Kuz is dominating tonight. Holy shit!
Oh,
10
you're saying
points.
that it's sarcastic. It's sarcastic. I hear it
10
in his
points.
voice.
Is he down?
5 points. Oh,
Damn.
Anyway.
I was
Are they
halfway
winning?
there.
Are they
Halfway
winning?
there.
they are
Listen,
winning.
Kuz leadership, bro. That's that championship leadership.
We were
right
holding
there.
him back.
Who's
Hey,
Damo?
he
Damo.
learned from us. Nah, he just like the
Oh.
rest of the Laker greats that go on, like Randall, like Thomas Bryant, like Jordan Clarkson,
like Julius Randle.
they just learn from us.
That's a
and move on.
nasty ass
D'Lo
sentence,
Russell,
bro.
like, hey,
Stop.
Hey,
Stop. I don't know
they
about that
move
one. I don't know
on,
about
they
that one.
get good, bro. They move on. They
I ain't gonna
learn
lie.
from the
Not
Lakers.
D'Angelo.
Hey,
Alex.
Damo. Can Kuzma have a bad game?
Can he? His gravity is crazy. Is he still topping rebounds right now? Hold on, let me see.
Can we just talk about that real quick? I don't think we've tackled that topic yet. Yo, Steph Curry can have a bad game, yo. It was proven last night. Arguably the worst game of his entire basketball career, if we want to count college at this point. No, he can actually have a bad game, bro, and cost you.
No such thing
win.
as a player who can't have a bad game.
No such thing.
Yeah.
At least to the point where like it's just Steph Curry that can't have a bad game. If you want to say all the other star players out there are net positive when they're on the court, sure. Like I guess. But no.
Yeah,
That's
it's just a matter of not sucking another man's dick. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, hey, I fucks with Wardell, but holy hell, he can have a bad game.
I'm about to say I don't even want to hate on Steph. You know,
like that's my favorite player in basketball. But to say he can't have a bad game, especially when his gravity gets ignored, GG's. GG's.
Insane stat. Well, Bron, he got hit with that health and safety protocol, so he's gonna miss a lot of time, minimum of 10 days. But LeBron has missed in his whole career, first 15 years, 71 games, and these last 4 seasons, first 15 years, he's missed 71 games. These last 4 years, he's missed 71 games and counting. The real conversation is LeBron a wash king? No cap.
he's injured.
Yeah, I didn't know that was
basketball
serious. Yeah. When he went quiet, I was like, oh, this is the topic.
Niggas is washed.
He's played high level basketball for 25 years, so I mean, I guess he had to take a seat at some point. But
him getting COVID is taking a seat. He's washed, bro. It's Luka's time to shine. I don't know what to tell you.
I can't.
He's washed.
The other
Okay.
thing I can say is Bron is not the. I've been told niggas like accept it. He's not the Iron Man, you remember, but he's still great on the court. But he's not going to give you more than 70 a season, probably for the rest of his career.
70 games?
Yeah, probably not getting you 70 for the rest of his career.
y'all think Steph is because I think LeBron he's on the decline at this point. Who's the new face of the NBA? I would say Steph right now. Ain't gonna lie. Steph.
In terms
Steph
of
Curry's
box
the face
office or just overall, just who's the best player in the world?
No, not like on court type shit. Like I'm talking about the face of the NBA.
Oh yeah, it's probably it's either Curry or Giannis. It's either Curry.
I think it's Curry. I think it's clearly Curry.
I think it's clear Curry. I ain't gonna lie. He's the face of the NBA.
They won't. It'll be a real struggle for them to let like a Euro.
It's hard for me to go clear, and I'll be the one guy going devil's advocate. Giannis did just win the Finals MVP. Giannis did just create the whole refresh people of defense, especially with the league rules prioritizing defense even further. Hell, dude showed y'all your clutch numbers ain't all that because I can play clutch defense. Getting the shot going on.
I mean, even
I'm not
when,
mad
like,
at y'all for saying
Duncan,
Curry, but I don't think he clears him. I don't think.
But even when like Duncan won like in 03, I wouldn't say he was the face of the NBA. Like it was still Shaq and Kobe.
he ain't on
I would
that
even
level.
say Iverson was more of a face of the NBA than Tim Duncan at that point.
Yeah.
Still.
You gotta think about what
are you
people,
doing it like
casual.
that?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
when
yeah,
people
yeah.
think basketball players that you would know even though you don't watch the sport. Like Stephen Curry is that guy. Stephen Curry, a lot of people can know Stephen Curry just because he's Stephen Curry.
If you're doing it like that, I mean, it do depend on. I think Giannis's fan base is underrated. I think Giannis has really, really, really strong fans and has more fans. I'll go Steph with y'all in that regard then. But yeah, all right, yeah, I'll just go Steph with y'all in that regard. But yeah, I think Giannis is gonna
Be honest.
definitely take that mantle.
Hey, real quick. I don't know what the fuck is going on. We haven't gotten too many super chats. It sounds like y'all don't want to talk to us. It sounds
That
like
has
y'all
to
don't
be
wanna
a
talk
setup.
to us.
You're not serious.
It
With
sounds
that.
like y'all don't
I'm
want to
about
talk to us, bro.
Yo, we gotta
if
talk
that's
about
the case-
Kemba next.
No,
Yeah,
I think he just wants us to slander Kemba because he's
Yeah, he
not
does.
serious.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
So
he's not
look,
serious
next
with
thing is, I mean, literally on these topics was this Knicks Tom Thibodeau take Kemba out of the rotation. Let me start by saying this. Some of these players that you're familiar with are old. Like the names that you're familiar with, the ones that stand out, they're old. I don't know why everybody expects everybody to have 15-year life expectancies or whatever. So I felt like it was real weird news that they announced Kemba's taken out of the rotation. Same thing with Blake Griffin. I don't remember players being announced that we're taking them out of the rotation. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
It was gonna be obvious though.
Yeah.
It was gonna be obvious. Like Kemba
So you
Walker's.
announce, and I don't know the situation either. I don't know if Tom Thibodeau was like, "Press, come here. I got something to tell you. Is this is the mic right here? We're taking Kemba out." I don't know of any other time where they ever done that though. Like that's weird to me. Just do it.
I think the question is gonna come up though. Like when you see Kemba Walker's not in the starting lineup, that's already gonna be a question in and of itself. So you might as well go the next step and say, yeah, he's just out of the rotation for now. I mean,
that's a different situation. Like the reactionary situation is like what I would think is the normal. The proactive, just to come out and announce, "Hey, yo, he's out of the starting lineup." What the fuck? No, he said it's not KD. Sean said Tibbs is wrong for that. To be honest, I think so too. I don't know. I don't know why he did that. I've never seen anybody do that until Steve Nash just one-upped him a couple of days later and was like, "Oh yeah, Blake out that bitch too. I ain't gonna hold you. Like that nigga sucked too." So I don't know. I've never seen that, but yeah, these people can't last 15 years, y'all. Like I don't know.
Kemba, yo, that's tough. The Kemba shit is tough, bro. Literally the first seven games, he was playing so good. We're talking about like 15 points a game, shooting 57% from three. And then over the next 11 games, he's doing like I think like 28% from three, averaging like 9.5 points a game. So when you're shooting like sub 30% from the field and from three, and I guess you're shooting 80% from the line, and you're averaging 9, 3, and 3, that's such a big drop off from what you were like 2 seasons ago. That's just insane. That's just insane.
Trae Young is the best player in the world.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh,
It's
go ahead,
crazy.
Sage.
Oh no, I said that nigga Bartholomew cut. It's crazy. I ain't gonna say. Go ahead.
I didn't realize he was playing so bad. I mean, I feel bad for him. I'd rather you just, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, take him out the lineup, I guess. I mean, I'm asking niggas to do it for Russ, but Russ ain't even playing bad. So, yeah, if a nigga's actually playing bad, definitely take that nigga out the lineup. And if you playing good and you're winning, definitely take that nigga out the lineup. Trade him, release him, buy him out, whatever. Send him home. Send him wherever Isaiah Thomas is. I don't know.
Knicks fans swear I hate them because I didn't believe in Kemba. I'm not the biggest fan of Julius Randle. I swear I hate them. I think it's just like when Kemba got signed, I was like, their defense is either gonna suck now or he's just not. It's just they just not gonna like it. And he had a 9-game stretch. The first half, I don't know if you know, Bezos, he was fucking amazing. It's just the fact that it's on such low volume. Yeah, I see it, but he is weird. I didn't see Tibbs announce it. He is weird if he just comes up to the press and he's like,
That's
yeah,
what I'm
Kemba's
saying.
not playing. That 100% PR matters. Yeah, that's fucking weird. But
I don't even understand like I've never seen that happen when Josh Smith got taken out of a lineup where they just like, yeah, you know what? Press conference, Josh Smith is out of the lineup. I can truly never remember a situation like that. I don't know when they told Kemba, if they might have told him in private, but even if they told him in private and then they launched a press conference just to say it, I would still feel slighted as a player. No matter what happened, to be honest, I would just still feel slighted. Like, all right, my nigga, damn, now you rubbing it in my face now. You told me, and then you want to call a press conference to say it again, like, you on my dick. You on my dick heavy, bro.
yeah, the person that should break that news is the commentator of the game, where he's like, it's been a whole half and Kemba Walker didn't play.
Yeah,
That's who breaks that news. It's not. No, I agree, 100%.
I will say it's mad funny seeing Knicks fans like suffer through what Celtics fans have to go through and get mad that like whenever Kemba plays trash, he just smiles through the game. That motherfucker
He
plays
does
so
do
bad.
that shit.
The Knicks lose. He's like, shit. Good game, y'all. Good game. We'll catch him next time.
He's a great team leader. He's a great leader.
Great chemistry guy. Great locker room guy, guys. Fuck.
Shit.
The Kings did it last year. Did it this year. Bagley. My bad.
Did they announce that, or was that like his dad or his uncle? Who was it, Damo? Was it Bagley's uncle or something like that?
It was his dad. I wanted to say they announced it and his dad was tripping, but his dad's been tripping since he got there. Like I heard Kings fans saying like on Locker Room months ago, like if people think LeVar Ball was a crazy dad, they need to hear stories about De'Aaron Fox and Marvin Bagley's dads. Like them dudes are fucking maniacs.
De'Aaron Fox. Oh well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when LeVar was going to De'Aaron, I was hearing stuff about what De'Aaron Fox's dad was saying. It just wasn't getting traction because, I mean, nigga, you ain't pop up until this nigga was in the league. Like,
Let me just. I'm gonna try to find it for 2 seconds to see if what's it called? To see if it was announced in that order. But I don't know if it was like who deadass came out and verbally said, "Yo, Marvin Bagley was benched." It says that the agent says this. Like the agent, Marvin Bagley's agent is saying that he was benched. So that's different than the organization
different. That's
comes out and says, "Yo, you're benched." You know what I'm saying? That's a different situation.
Yeah, it's different.
I don't know. Listen, it's connect the dots time. Hey, Beastos, give me 2 words.
Snake and eat.
And eat. Okay.
Eat.
Well, listen. Where I'm from, the trenches. A snake is another word for an informant. You see what I'm saying? Somebody who tells on you, who's really not having your best interest. You know, Adam and Eve, a snake. And what do snakes eat? They eat rats. Hold on, but I'm gonna take it further because rat is another word for an informant. Somebody who tells. They squeal. They squeak to the pigs, the opposition, the composition. You see what I'm saying? And somebody who is as well a pig is Drake. And who is Drake? Wordu's favorite artist. So that's how we connect Snake and Wordu.
Hey, no, that was funny. That was funny. I give him that.
That's how we connect Snake
That
and
was
Wordu.
funny. Niggas.
And eat. Snake.
That's
eat
definitely
Wordu.
not even for a TikTok. That's not for TikTok.
Yeah,
Imagine us
that's
making a
just word
TikTok
back.
clip just to diss Wordu, bro. Like, motherfuckers watching that shit. Who the fuck is Wordu? Who is this? Who is this guy?
Cardiac, don't clip that. There's nothing you can
Please
do
don't
with
clip
that.
that. Please.
That just had to be done. What's it called? Jack Dorsey stepped down. I ain't gonna lie. This was the news of the week for me. Jack Dorsey stepped down as Twitter CEO, but that's not what I care about. It's the dude that he left in charge. It's a dude named Parag Agrarf. I'm probably butchering that last name, but the most important thing is, Buddy is, and it's gonna sound crazy. I don't want to come off as like right-wing Omar. He is anti-free speech. He is against free speech, and he is definitely pro-censorship, pro-PC, pro all this stuff like this.
We need articles. That's a big statement.
I mean, there's quotes.
I've read Jack Dorsey's, like, I guess I don't know what to call, like, his "I'm leaving" email or whatever, and he said that the board unanimously agreed that guy should be the next CEO, and he's been 10 toes down with that move as well. So Jack Dorsey is a free speech guy, and I'm assuming the company as a whole that's been led by him is a free speech company. I don't think they're just gonna appoint that guy that doesn't care about free speech. I don't think that's the case. And apparently he's been behind some of the biggest moves on Twitter the last couple of years. So
his quote was that the company wasn't going to be bound by the First Amendment. That's one of the quotes. But being bound to the First Amendment is like an attack on the idea of free speech. So saying that they're not just gonna let stuff slide, saying this was an act of free speech or whatever the case may be. And he has been misquoted this week about that Daily Show quote. But that thing about being bound to the free speech thing, it was very much elaborated in an interview. And I'm going to look for a little bit more. But why I say that is because this week, specifically on Twitter Spaces, there have been multiple rooms. I don't know if y'all have seen this. It was a white nationalist Ask Me Anything room. Are there too many black women outside room?
Hosted by a white guy.
Hosted by a white guy. I mean, and honestly, everybody on stage were white people. What was the other one?
And let me just touch on that. I was in that space, in and out. Blatantly racist. I ain't gonna lie, blatantly racist. Was trying to have this big ass conversation with this big ass platform at that point, And whenever people would bring up that had opposing takes, they just cut them off every time. And it wasn't a conversation. It was dead ass. Just they're bringing people up to embarrass them, send them to the gulag. And the points were so easy to fucking tackle and go against, but they just weren't trying to have a conversation.
And then there was one more room about transgender people, and all of them were equally disgusting. The only thing that I will say is the room about the transgender people, dude was inviting people on stage, and then once they revealed that they were a part of the community, or even if they support the community, he would go on a tirade. He would mute everyone on stage, kick that person off, then go on a tirade and tell them to off themselves. But I don't know what we can say on YouTube, so I'm not saying his exact words. But
What you said was just fine.
Yeah. But he was telling them like, yo, you need to go off yourselves. Went down the mother doesn't love you rabbit hole and all this stuff like this. The videos on that one are just extra disgusting. But with the new CEO at least saying that we're not going to be bound by freedom of the First Amendment, do you guys think that this is going to affect specifically those Twitter spaces that we've been seeing pop up this week?
I would hope so.
Go ahead.
I was just saying I would hope it does. I did hear about those rooms. I didn't hear about the white nationalist room. I heard about the dude talking about the transgender people. I joined that room. It was real like Kevin Samuels asked, like, I don't know. I made a comment about that in one of the group chats, and people were like, he said that Kevin Samuels stole his flow, or both of them have like the same respect for something along those lines, or something is he's in the same ballpark as Kevin Samuels. But the dude was just blatantly just like bringing people on stage just to kill him, just to straight up.
Oh, you're talking about the Tommy?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. I was.
Yeah, he live streams on YouTube. He has a pretty big platform on YouTube.
That's what you're talking about.
No, that's the dude. But if he has a platform on YouTube, I don't know what YouTube is doing. If he talks the same way he was talking in that space, and if he's not off,
he was multi-streaming actually. Like I think specifically he was talking about like let's see the views, and he's saying on YouTube, dang, I got 3K on here, I got 2K. The only reason I know about him because I was looking at when we were making the switch, just looking at case studies, and he was one of the people that had a popping live stream.
Go ahead. He was nasty though, Damo. He
was terrible. Dude was terrible. But yeah, I was just saying I hope it does.
I don't think we'll see any changes immediately. Like I don't think anything's gonna happen in the next week because I read into the change a little bit more, and a big part of it is the fact that Jack Dorsey is gonna be on board for the next 6 months, I believe, and they're gonna make the transition pretty clean between the former CEO and the new CEO, to the point where on that last day it's essentially the new guy that has control. Like it wouldn't even they wouldn't even notice it. So yeah, I don't think anything's gonna happen in the immediate future. And also if stuff takes a left too much, I think Jack Dorsey still has the position to wave off the move or whatever.
Sage, I know you're a Twitter casual. But I'm under the assumption there's going to be some more moderation. Do you think that Twitter needs more moderation?
Disclaimer, don't know nothing about any of this. I don't know what y'all talking about. But in terms of censorship on Twitter, I mean, a person like me, I'm all for the troll and shit. So when Twitter be Twitter, it'd be pretty funny. So I would lose entertainment if Twitter was more censored. But in terms of just like moral compass and the right thing to do is, yeah, of course, because Twitter will have flagrant porn on their account. Twitter will
I know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need to talk. Yeah, I don't need to talk.
No, don't give me that look. Don't give me that look.
Yeah,
Y'all put me on. Stop playing.
Yo,
not me, not me.
Thick Daphne, man.
Whoa. I don't know who you talking about, sir.
Go ahead, Sage. Go ahead.
Nah, it's not much. There's not that much to say. In terms of common sense, though, Twitter has a lot. I don't need to describe all the things Twitter has that it could be censored. Twitter could 100% be censored, but like squirt space. but I mean, I don't know nothing about this situation. So
You know what's crazy? Someone in the chat said Jack Dorsey. He's definitely not free speech and already censored enough. Literally, I don't know any other platform where you can have a fucking squirt space aside from Twitter.
yeah,
I think they might be I guess referencing like Facebook or whatever, but I will say this: Twitter's censorship is like so inconsistent, because whenever I'm in a space with even like somebody in our own community and I tell them to like tweet something or tell them to show me something or something, and they say like I'm blocked or whatever, I'm like, I'm banned or whatever for X amount of time, and I asked them, yo, okay, well, let me know what you said, because I want to avoid that. And the stuff that they tell me that they get banned for is like so slight, ever so slight. The stuff that Anwar got banned for that one time, Eli was banned earlier this week, and he told me what he was banned for. I think it was earlier this week, but it might have been late last week. Mm-hmm. Telling me what he got banned for at that point, and I was like, that's not like grounds for removal when there's literally like 3 white national. Stop, Sean. When there's like 3 white nationalist Twitter spaces going on right now, a room that literally is titled, I sat in that space for all of 2 seconds, a room that was titled, "Are there too many black women outside?" And then a room where this dude is telling like people of the transgender community, you literally need to off yourself. Like, you need to off yourself right now. Like, that's what you need to do. I was sitting in that one room, with the dude saying that there was too many black people outside. He was like, it was one of his guests that he had up there, another white male. He said, don't you think black people should have more shame of being like obese than outside? Cause
yeah, he brought up that weird ass like 80% of black women are obese. I'm like, what?
He said at least in my culture, and I'm a white American, at least in my culture, I was taught to be ashamed if I was like big and gross and stuff like that. So don't you feel like they should, like, it's their responsibility to like not be outside and be in? And I heard like part of the dude's response, but I did cut it off. I was like, I don't even understand how stuff like this is not just straight snipes right now. Like, what is Twitter doing? And I've seen some nasty tweets too. And it's like, what are you doing? So outside of even the like sexual content that Twitter keeps on its platform, that specific stuff, Nick Adams is dedicating his life now all of a sudden to just attacking LeBron James every single day. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
It's funny because every time he does, someone from our community posts that picture of him being in the squirter cream team space we were hosting.
Nah, that's a 4K moment.
Yeah,
it's like this you every time. This you moment. Crazy.
So for whoever said that Twitter is very hold on, PJ, I'm gonna read that. For anybody that said that Twitter is very, PC and censorship now, and Jack is against the first, I just wouldn't agree. I just would not agree. PJ says if it's just a troll, then it's fine. But if it's just nothing but hate, telling people nothing but negativity, then it definitely needs to be moderated.
That's a hard statement because I don't know. Negativity can be very subjective. Like at the end of the day, like to us, this is obvious, but you want to have a platform because you can find stuff like this on every platform. So if Twitter just takes a left turn and doesn't allow it, out of all the platforms, because we just said Twitter gets away with a lot of shit. Like you can go on Twitter and say a lot of shit compared to other platforms, at least. So
I don't know. Damn, I forgot I had the topics in my hands. Little different news. Gatorade has signed first ever college athlete, UConn star Paige Bueckers, a multi-year deal under that NIL thing, and it's actually her second deal. It's actually her second deal right now. She'll join the marketing and community activations focused on driving impact for women's basketball. Yo, bro, let these women get out of college and fucking play basketball. All these fucking semantics and shit. You try to drop the bomb?
Yeah, it was too late.
Now drop it now. I mean, we're here now.
GG's.
Fuck, I fucked it up.
We'll fuck with him a different day.
Yo, man, fuck all this small check shit, bro. Because you know what's crazy? They haven't really been releasing these numbers on that NIL shit, and I'm very curious about that. I am very curious about this. I don't know about nobody else. No?
I mean,
Yeah,
I do, but it's like that's something you just like don't disagree with. It's just like, I mean, yeah.
I just want to know if these deals
I'm just
are
happy college athletes are getting endorsement deals in general.
I'm
What
happy
are-
college athletes have different routes to take as well.
I wonder what's going on with that Barstool college sports thing, because they had that like 2-day like craze of just I was signed to Barstool Sports, guys. Like, what happened with that? Are they actually getting paid? Like, I don't know.
I think the other thing that's like very understated is like now Paige has another commitment on her plate on top of like playing college basketball and being a college athlete. And to me, I guess that's cool. That's a lot to ask for. But again, are these numbers small numbers? Are people asking people like, yo, do this for $5,000 or whatever the case may be? Or like what's going on? Like what's the real tea behind that?
That's definitely something I would like to. Well, I'm not would like to know. I ain't gonna try to count nobody's pockets, but I would hope that if they're doing all this promo and all this glorifying her getting a deal, they're paying her handsomely at least. Don't get a girl a $5,000 check and do all this promo, make it seem like this is some amazing damn endorsement deal she's getting.
Ah, that's my little 2 cents on this. Damn, we're 56 minutes in. We are really doing it today. I ain't gonna lie to you. Somebody, hey, super chat us some topics, y'all. I ain't gonna make it no better. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, not really.
He's so thirsty for super chats.
Yeah, that boy
Y'all
is horny.
spoiled him, chat.
This nigga's a whore. Y'all see what
That
y'all
ni-
did?
that-
Y'all
I'm
turned
a
to
super
money
chat whore, bro.
You bred a
got him.
thought.
Christmas,
He's a fucking whore now.
Christmas
He's a
is
money
dead
chat.
around the corner, bro. I don't know what y'all.
This nigga's a super slut.
I promise-
What are we
I promise
talking
They
my
just
girlfriend
spent
a
a
birthday.
bunch of money on Black Friday for the holidays.
Facts.
man.
I promised my
They're buying
girlfriend a
stuff for their
Birkin,
family.
bro. I promised my girlfriend a Birkin.
about? GG.
Sell your watch.
Ludwig transfers over to YouTube Gaming. Don't know who that is, but I've always been telling y'all YouTube streaming is the fucking way to go. Don't know what to tell you there.
What's his face for? Oh.
Who the hell did
Ludwig.
you just say?
Ludwig.
Ludwig.
Who the fuck is that?
I know the
this-
name. I know
yeah,
the name.
the same way I know XQC. Like I know Ludwig.
And
is
he
like one
switched
of
to
the-
YouTube and
Yeah. They brought him up.
yo, put the camera on me. Put the camera on me real quick. Put the camera real quick. Yo, where do tighten up, bro? What the fuck is that? Tighten up. What is that
What
topic?
do you mean?
Oh fuck.
What is that? Who cares?
Nigga said that's a
That's
Mickey
literally
Mouse
one of the
topic.
biggest streamers on Twitch. That's why it's big news. It's actually really big news. At least you know.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
basic.
So real shit. Sage, you care?
I only care because it might affect what I do and on my shit. Outside of that, I don't care about this conversation.
It don't
Omar.
affect what you do. First of all, hold on. It don't affect what you do, Sage. Because we've been telling you to get on fucking YouTube.
Y'all have.
It don't affect what you
It's
do.
a scary transition,
It's
bro.
not. It's not.
It-
Look how fast we
Bruh.
did it.
Bruh, if I come
Since you
out,
about to
on-
record videos, that's a scary transition for me.
bro, but that's you. Like if I go out this bitch and I do one of my little Nuzlocks on a YouTube channel, that shit, man, I ain't got time to see that
Nigga,
shit.
none of this shit is scary, bro. This is just fake life. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Fake life.
As content creators, none of this
They're
shit
coming in.
matters.
They're coming
Oh.
in.
So Wesley Way, I hear that NIL deals are reportedly in millions for some SEC players. And I think that was Damo's thing when we talked about paying athletes like a minute ago. Yeah, the top names are gonna get, you know what I'm saying, like big pay. But what are the lower level people do? And I'm not knock to her. Paige is a big name. Paige is a women's basketball player though. And she doesn't. Well, she does go to UConn. I take that back. But I want to know the difference between the Alabama athletes, the LSU athletes, the Georgia athletes that are making millions of dollars because they're about to be a number 1 or top 5 draft pick next year, versus Paige, who has to sit in college for the next 3 years, and she plays women's basketball. That's what I got.
Should there be a women's G League, if for no other reason than to circumvent the women's college basketball shadow realm and improve the league? At least for me, the short answer is they don't have the budget to. I feel like to have a whole ass under league. But
I feel like it's that. Oh, go ahead.
I'm about to say they don't even got enough money to pay their professionals adequate amount of money to fund a league like that. Like the NBA they're funded enough to be able to run it. Like G League players get paid. Like the best G League player is getting paid what WNBA players are making. Like that's
When
not
did
a.
When did the G League start?
I don't
Oh, damn.
think.
They coming
like
in.
Mid 2000s, I want to say.
Coming in hot. Zenny B says, "How do you guys feel
Wait,
about
slow down, twin. Slow down.
Okay.
We're gonna get here. Go back to the G League question, and we're gonna answer PJ question.
I
I will
thought
say
you guys were
this:
done. My bad.
they did need they probably need more teams. CMB. I'm gonna be very very loose about this, but I think like maybe 2 years ago, a lot of players stepped out of the league because there just weren't enough roster spots and new talent came in. Not that they were bad, it was just there weren't a lot of roster spots, so people like organizations had to make tough decisions. There's been talks about just time for expansion, and it probably is that time. I would want to look at like year 25 in the NBA, how many teams they had and where did they go, type situation.
I'm not gonna lie to you. To be completely honest, the only way the women's game is going to take that a crazy major leap forward is if the NBA just says fuck taking a loss right now. It's about pushing the game and put a massive amount of movement behind it. Because that's what's really going to take. It's still going to take a bunch of growth to get the WNBA to what they feel it should be. Like if it's adequate with what the men's is doing, or even similar to that at some level. Like the NBA is just go ahead.
I was gonna say they should have started the WNBA earlier. I wholeheartedly feel that way. If they would have started it like somewhere in the 90s when somewhere in the somewhere in the 90s when like like truly like 91 or something like that, when Michael really started peaking or whatever, when his ascension was, when his ascension was, I feel like we would be in a different situation now.
Yeah, that's just a matter of the
But that's like 6
develop.
years.
Yeah, that's the development of how society was though. Like let's keep it a stack. Society in the 90s, man. You think the jokes about the WNBA are crazy now? Hell no.
Same with the 80s. And maybe they could have started off with, I don't know, 4 teams. I don't know. There's a lot of ways. Like I feel like Damo
league.
I don't know. At this point, a criticism though, at this point, they're at the point where there are too many good players. And it's having people like having to force out and make hard decisions and rotate some of these players that still have the ability to play the game. It's just there aren't enough spots. So imagine if there were, I don't know, 8 teams in the NBA or 16 teams in the NBA. Somebody just wouldn't have a spot. Like I don't know what Miles Bridges would do. I don't know. I'm trying to think of somebody that's good enough to be on, who's like really good. Just these good players just wouldn't have places to go. And it's not because you're not good enough to play NBA basketball. It's just because you just don't have a place to go.
No, they would just be in these other. There's a lot of other basketball associations. They'll be in the BBL. They'll be in the Euro League. They'll be in the African League J. Cole played in that I didn't even know was a thing, but it's a thing. The Turkish League, the Philippine basketball league, the PBA. Shout out KJ McDaniels was down there tearing it up a couple years ago. There's a lot of places players can go.
But the problem is that varies, and I specifically about the women, and this is comments that I've heard, that varies like those players overseas. So is the answer to start a new women's league, like a ABA type situation? Yeah, we're definitely going to take losses on it, but it's about the advancement of the game, kind of like you were saying.
All right. Moving on. Let's go back to PJ's real quick. Favorite anime TV show out right now? JoJo going off right now. I haven't really been watching anime.
Yeah, I'm about to say I haven't watched anything.
Let's keep it a buck. The podcast. I don't know what to tell you.
Dorohedoro. Yeah, that's my favorite anime right now. Dorohedoro. And favorite TV show out, True Story, Kevin Hart. That shit is actually pretty fucking good.
Is it?
Yes, really? Bro. That's just really good. That is him and Wesley Snipes did a really good fucking job.
All right. Next super chat. Zenny B says, how do you guys feel about dislikes being removed from YouTube? I personally think it's stupid that YouTube removed dislikes. It was just an unnecessary move, I feel like. It really was.
It benefited that one thing. It was something about some video that they drop annually and nobody ever likes it. And it
always the YouTube
wrap up or some shit like
the wrap up.
Yeah. It's Just about that.
YouTube Rewind.
They were saying that, Sage, and they were saying about the political shit. All the political.
Yeah, because literally every video ABC puts out is
Mhm.
20% dislike. 20% dislike.
Yeah, and then it's always always about the pandemic. So
Yeah.
you already know about that. So I think that's what that was for. That was not for smaller. Anyone is a fool if you think that was about smaller creators not getting discouraged, doing better. That's bullshit. It was about that. Like it sucks that you can't. For me, at least, the biggest hit to me ain't even about my channel. When I'm trying to look up how to figure out something, how to cook something, however, now I'm just
you gotta go through the comments.
You better fucking watch it, and they can turn the comments off. And it's like now I have to look for the comments being off as a red flag. People trying to milk it, so it's like 8 minutes for something you could have told me in 30 seconds. Man, nah, that removing the dislike fucking sucks.
I'll give you an example this week. Look, y'all know I'm a computer science major out here. I had an assignment to do, and our professor literally told us to look up tutorials on certain shit on YouTube. And at the time, the dislikes for me were still turned on, at least on my account. So it was pretty easy for us to figure out which videos are good, which videos are bad. But if that feature wasn't turned on, and me and my partner were dead ass talking about this, like, yo, we wouldn't know what a good tutorial is, what a bad tutorial is. And I think it's kind of ignorant for YouTube to do that, because the difference between YouTube and like Instagram and a TikTok and even a Twitter, where there isn't a dislike button, is the fact that it's a search engine. Like, people will go on YouTube to search certain shit. On Twitter, that's not the case. On TikTok, there's literally just a For You page. Instagram, you can search up accounts and hashtags. Facebook is a little different. But even then, Facebook does have a dislike button. Like, out of the all of the reactions you can put, pretty sure a dislike or like an anger emote or whatever it is, that's an option that they give out. So I think, this is more so. I feel like there's a bigger reason for this that they're just not telling us, and it probably has to do with like, their deals with the ABCs and the Fox Newses of the world, that they just can't say.
I would almost relate that to, like, for anybody that's in school out there, if Chegg removed dislikes.
Yep.
If Chegg removed dislikes, like, we would all be screwed. We would dead ass be submitting shit with the assumption that it's good because it's on there. The Trib says, I think it's dumb to leave a dislike if you know going in you won't like the video. That's some weird hate watch BS. The dislike serve no purpose. I agree with you. I can't speak for those people, because the information on some of those ABC videos would be like positive things to do during the pandemic. And the video would be something like, COVID's got you down. I know we're supposed to be distancing, but you can go outside for a walk, read a book, start on that project or whatever. And this will be on ABC's page. And then it would be a dislike and a bunch of dislikes and a bunch of different people on the different sides of the fence. Oh my gosh, They got us trapped inside for no reason. That information wasn't bad. Nothing about the video was bad. It's just the fact that it had something to do with what I disliked or I had strong feelings towards. So I agree. But like B-Soul said, the ability to not see dislikes and decipher what's good information and bad information via videos, like, that's horrible.
But also to say it's like for the creator's mental health, and then you still give us the option to look at the dislikes in Creator Studio. I mean, that defeats the whole purpose. Like, if it's a for the creator move, and I can still go on Creator Studio, which every serious every serious YouTuber like does damn near like on an hourly basis, on a on a daily basis at the very least, is checking their stats, bro. That's cap. That's cap at the end of the day.
I think he's just trolling. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how you agree with him. I think he's just trolling, and like the other super chats are kind of confirming to me that he was trolling, because it's like that's not even how you use YouTube. You don't go into a video premeditatedly not liking it. Like,
some of them do, though, Sage. Some of them do. Some of them do.
And that's fine, because trust me, I've witnessed people that have noties on for dislikes, so I understand that. But that's such a rare breed of people compared to the overwhelming majority of people that like and dislike, depending on if they like or dislike a video, outside of simply supporting who they're subscribing to, meaning they like the video. Yeah, and the other super chats just confirmed he's just trolling. So yeah, I disagree with that 100%.
All right, let's go back to the WNBA conversation a little bit, because the next two super chats are about that. Anthony Bob says they should have started when Cheryl Miller was dropping 105 on girls' heads. To be honest,
Yeah, I was about to say Omar is right. If they would have started, I was thinking in the 80s because Cheryl Miller was killing the game when she was playing, and she would have been able to come out. And then in the early 90s, you would have had a star to at least have somebody to watch. And she was the best. She was arguably one of the best basketball players on the planet, like boy or girl. She was whooping ass. Like Reggie Miller's trash because he's not the best Miller in his family, bro. Like Cheryl Miller was a deviant.
$20 super chat. Bringing Paige up to the WNBA would just be a good move overall for the league itself. They don't have to go as hard at pushing her because she has already made a platform for herself. Growth is growth at this point. I've made that point 3 years ago. I have a video on my channel about the WNBA. The thing I feel like the WNBA is missing is that like Michael Jordan figure. A Steph Curry figure, like someone
they don't have a face.
Yeah, they don't have a face right now, and Paige deadass has the potential to be that. So the fact that she has to, Omar, how many years does she have to be in college?
I think it's like 3, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so for the next 3 years, she's not in the WNBA, and who knows what can happen in these next 3 years, knock on wood, but she could still get injured, and she might not even ever be in the WNBA. That's such a risk, and that's such an L for the WNBA as a whole, because I think for Ben Simmons, that was a big reason, and, just in the NBA, a big reason why they don't, why one and dones are, even that is, there's such a big pushback on that is because, what if in that 1 year they can get injured?
And to add on to that point, I'll say like there have definitely been players who I think who were definitely the face of the WNBA and who I think could have been bigger at the time or whatever the case may be. But ultimately, it might get a little as perception sexist what I'm about to say. But ultimately, when you make them wait 3 years in the league, that's becomes an older woman or whatever the case may be. And then life, society, and all these other standards. I heard so many women talk on the Knuckleheads podcast. Oh, Damo, the Knuckleheads podcast is back, by the way. But yeah, Darius is out of jail.
I gotta check that out. Hold on.
They talking to Kevin Durant, but Darius is out of jail. Yeah, I know. But anyway, listening to like some women on there, the thing that really changed like their athletic ability and things like that was having a baby. And some of their concerns were like mid-20s. Damn, I should probably start a family type shit. And not saying like nothing wrong with that, but that's just the things that women face. So when you take a Lisa Leslie, Candace Parker, who are like have the ability to dunk, all these things that men are like supposedly fiending for when it comes to basketball, place them in their middle of their careers and then make them decide 1 year in, 2 year in, 3 years in. All right, do you want to start a family now or do you want to continue basketball approaching your 30s? What do you want to do? That's dumb. They have never capitalized on like when Tennessee was a very, very dominant women's organization and had some star names, allowing them to go to the league. That's dumb. Right now, they're missing it with Paige and what's her name? Kelly Von Lather, whatever her name is. That's dumb. Even when like Diana Taurasi and Maya Moore were in the league or are in the league and they were at the peak of their powers, still with some of the stuff they did with the schemes and everything like that. I know there were other marketing issues, but they've never capitalized on what they've had, and they've had some really great things. The WNBA is just, again, I don't have too many problems. It's a 25-year-old league. I get it. But some of this stuff is just dumb. And they're also in cities that, there's cities that are dying for basketball, and I don't understand why they don't tap into those markets and just expand a little bit. Just a little bit. Now, we're not asking for a lot. Just a little bit.
All right. We're an hour 14 in. I think we can do the Q&A now. Let me see.
Man,
go ahead, Sage.
The 76ers just had one of the worst last possessions I've seen in a long time.
Oh,
again?
Man, they inbound to Tobias. Al Horford's on him. he not post up, but like you protecting the ball with his fucking back. It was ugly as hell. Then he switch hands. That kills like 10 seconds. He runs to the right wing. He runs to the right wing, passes to I forget. I think that's Korkmaz, and he shoots a 3. Joel Embiid doesn't even have any involvement in the play whatsoever. Tobias Harris ball dominates, and it's a bad 3 to the point where Robert Williams smacked the shit out of that shot. It was a horrible possession.
That's crazy.
Horrible.
I think against Minnesota, like Joel Embiid had a chance to, I don't know if it was tie to win, but Seth Curry was wide open.
Seth didn't get a look either. It ugly, man. I'm like that's why I was cringing when you were talking. I hope you didn't think I was talking about you. I was cringing at how bad that possession was.
I thought you were looking at like Super Chat or some shit.
Oh no, I don't fuck about no damn Super Chat. I told y'all bro was trolling.
Let me read the Super Chat and we can bring up guests. The reason YouTube removed the dislikes is because they probably don't want to discourage viewership, so they can have you on the platform longer.
You're a zombie. you're a zombie.
Yeah, that's not it.
You fell for it. You fell for it,
bro. Literally, there's so many hours are spent every fucking hour on YouTube that they're like, all right, the next step is removing dislikes. Nah. They already have a chokehold on the fucking watch time game.
That's under the assumption that YouTube actually cares about its creators in that way too. They don't, bro.
Right. Thank you for saying that.
They don't.
Right. So now I'm not gonna say nothing. I was gonna say, do you understand that they don't give a fuck about it? Like, do you understand that shit, boy?
All right, let's bring up
Yo, Boogie just gave the Bucks the lead against the fucking Hornets 3, bro. Shout out Boogie. Big Boogie's
Kelly
back.
Ray having a night.
All right, not big dick bug.
What is Dre doing? Yo, what is your question?
Oh, what the
my
fuck?
question. Omar, you just said something about basketball. You said something about
Dre. I DM'd you about a thumbnail earlier today and you didn't answer.
Omar, today has been horrible.
But you have enough time to come up here and ask me a question?
Omar, you said something about basketball.
I'm literally doing it right now. I'm doing it right now.
So you want me to drop it like 11 o'clock at night, bro?
Oh, you was trying to drop today? Why you ain't tell me that?
Niggas is frauds.
Gaslighting. Crazy.
Wow, you didn't even tell me when you wanted to drop. Anyway,
take them
bro,
fake ass middle of the mall glasses off, nigga.
All right, bro.
Whose jeans were those last night on stream?
Huh?
You don't want to talk about it?
Nah,
ask the question. Ask the question,
those, bro. Who jeans was on your bed, bro?
Yo, boy.
Yo, you got 3 seconds to ask a question. I'm dead ass.
Damn, I'm trying to ask the question, bro. Omar, you just saying something about the cities that they playing in. What was that? Are you saying like they don't need to be in big cities?
No, I feel like they're missing some target markets that are like demanding basketball. I will say, at least in like Atlanta, they switched arenas, which is good. They have taken over the G League arena, the G League arena. And I feel like that creates a better watch experience. It created a better overall experience, and it has incentivized people to go to the games. But there's a lot of cities that they need to tap into that just don't have basketball teams. Ultimately, they need more teams so they can have more players. They can lower that fucking age limit shit. And then we could just have more players and more development and shit like that.
No. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Oakland and Cali, they trying to look for other teams, but I just needed that because I'm doing research right now. Not right now. I'm
about to say you're doing research right now.
But
I guess I won't get this done. I guess I won't get this done. That's crazy. Get them.
Oh yeah, we up here.
Big Dick Flair.
Gotta leave the door open or some shit.
So let's talk about it.
Why do all y'all have
Anderson
professional
Peters.
mics?
Big Dick Flair in here.
What up?
Why do you have a
Big
professional
Dick
mic, bro?
Flair.
Why do you have a professional mic?
Why not?
Let's talk about the Magic, baby.
I know your neck hurt looking up at them screens.
Oh man,
Let's
that's
talk about the Magic.
Oh my
I'm all
god,
for it,
he's
bro.
the
I bought
Magic
my Magic
fan.
stock. I bought my Magic stock already.
Yeah,
I'm with
why
you,
not?
bro.
You ever
All right,
see,
what do you want to talk
having a
about? What do you
pro
want
mic-
to
You
talk
ever,
about?
you ever see a pod lose
wait.
half his viewers?
Fuck.
Let's talk about.
You can't hear us?
See, the shit isn't funny. Wait. I'm gonna have to pull the stream back up.
Bezos
You
kick.
gonna have to wait a second.
Get somebody else in
You
here.
might want to just know what
You gonna have to wait a second. How about that? Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, you already got me.
The moment was too bright.
Snake?
And his moment dark as
Yeah.
He
hell.
joined in as Snake.
Oh shit.
What's
Look at him.
good? What's
Looking
good?
like a villain, an actual
good.
villain.
What's good, man? So I got a question, guys. Damn, y'all really sold me. Come on, man.
Snitch
But,
ass, bitch ass. What up, bro?
I got a simple question. Do you think 6ix9ine was justified on like snitching on his crew? Because like, if you're in that position and like your main boss is kind of like fucking your wife and doing what he did, like, what would you snitch? Do you think he was justified in doing that?
You ain't asked me that, bro.
It's just an honest question.
You ain't asked me that, Mo.
I'm just asking a question.
You ain't asked me that.
It's an honest
What?
question because a lot of people in that
Your
position
main
would do the
boss is
same
who?
thing.
Your main boss is who?
I think
No, I
wasn't
know,
it,
I know what you're doing. Who's your main boss?
No, I'm talking about 6ix9ine, nigga. I'm talking about 6ix9ine.
Why are you
Come on,
doing
sis.
this? Why are you doing this?
I forgot his name. Chat. Y'all remember his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about, right?
This is the worst.
Bro.
Oh my god, bro.
But yeah, do y'all think he was
You're a horrible
justified?
person. You're a horrible person. I don't know
What?
Hey,
I don't
What'd I
know what
do?
you're trying to do right now.
What did I do, nigga? It's an honest question. I'm dead ass, bro.
This
Do you
dude
think
is
he
a
was?
villain. You see him?
Do you-
He's a straight villain.
What,
Do you
what, do
think
you,
he
what, do you, what do you want us to say? Yeah, he was justified. You're right.
But you don't give me an honest answer, bro. Come on now. If you were in that position, but not to say that you would get yourself in that position, would you snitch on your whole crew like that?
Yep, that's exactly what I would
I
do.
wouldn't do what you did.
Okay.
I'll tell you that.
All right. All right.
Now, the real thing
Slow.
is that I gotta say before we get you up out of here, I ain't gonna lie. 6ix9ine snitching wasn't as bad as what you did. Get him up out of here.
oh my
Get him up out of
god.
here. Get him up
No
out of here.
cap,
That's
no
cr-
cap. We can have that conversation. He's right. He's
oh
right.
my god.
It's how
He's
is
right.
what?
Alexandra.
That's
All right,
different
peace out.
Oh my god.
Snitches,
Damo,
man.
you can come back. I don't know what that nigga was doing. That's B Soul's man. No cap.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, we back. I can finally hear. So let's talk about Orlando. Let's talk about these boys up here. Hold on. Let's talk about these boys right here. Greatest team in the fucking East. No debate. I don't care what anyone has to say. Omar, I don't like your face. Don't look like that when I talk about the best team in the East. Fuck a Kevin Durant. Fuck a Traymond Young.
How much them
14th.
shades cost?
They're 14th in the East. They are 14th.
We're like 3 weeks into the season. Season's not even over.
3 weeks.
Hey, when the season's over, playing team for sure. But now, when we
He
done
just
with
said they're the
Rockets-
best team.
Hey, the best is subjective. We
Oh, you
all
got
know.
it. You got it, bro. What's your piece? What's your piece? Yo, clean your room. No
Hold on,
cap.
hold on.
Go ahead.
Clean my room.
Right.
Let me get a little
No
comfortable.
fucking.
Shit.
This nigga got the lotion next to his pillow
me
with
get
a
a
water
little-
bottle. This nigga had a halftime report on his motherfucking jerk session.
Stop counting the syllables, nigga. Stop doing
Nigga was smacking his chicken and then said, "Hold on, I need a water break." Like, shut your ugly ass up.
Yo,
Look at
stop
the positioning
counting-
on that lotion bottle, bro.
stop
You
counting the
know what he
syllables
was
in your
doing.
fucking shit.
This
You
the type
know
of
what he was
this the
doing.
type of, and he got them glasses on. He the type of nigga that
We
light
all
a
He
candle.
got that long ass headband. That's
He
all.
light a
You don't have
can.
to long
He
ass
light
Look
a
at the Soulja
candle.
headband. Oh my
This
god.
nigga got a North Face. I'm done.
Niggas
Niggas really about it. Niggas really about it.
You ain't got no t-shirt on. You are wow.
Hey, Omar. When we see the Hawks in the playoffs, just know Traymond's not winning the game. Just know that. Simple.
From
My
the
boy.
couch? From Buffalo Wild Wings. What's the question?
No,
What's the question? What's the question?
Oh,
My
the
boy.
question. Let's talk
Yes.
about why. Let's talk about why Nikola Jokic isn't going to be MVP. That's my.
Why do you keep sounding the syllables? What?
It's a bad habit. It's a bad
This
habit.
nigga is an advisor in high school. 1,000,000%. Guys, quiet down. Nigga still talking. Quiet down. Nigga still talking.
Oh, this is
1, 2, 3. Eyes on me.
When my hand goes up.
Yellow card. Yellow card. Quiet
Hey,
down,
and-
guys. Yellow card.
and when you lean back, you look like Ray Charles, bro. What are you doing?
Hey, no.
God. You've been doing this.
What is the
whole
question?
time.
I don't.
You said something about Jokic. His shit freeze or is me?
He's out here losing to the Magic. He's not an MVP candidate. That's all I gotta say. That's all I got.
You're right. He's not an MVP candidate as of right now. They're
Yeah.
out there.
At best, he's sixth, right behind AD. But
That's fine.
we
Okay.
can have that
Behind
conversation.
AD is crazy.
Behind
Behind
it
AD.
is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
That's crazy, but it's fine.
I
I
left
don't know
the
what you
bubble
want us to
for me.
say. What do you want us to say?
I
Bro,
let the
congra-
bubble fool me. I got AD above him.
Okay. Word.
Bro, congratulations, y'all got Franz Wagner. Good job, bro. I don't
Franz?
know what
We
it-
got
That's the only
Cole
person that
We got Cole.
Him and Cole.
But,
don't fuck right now.
I've been telling people about Cole World though. Like, what do you?
Nah, I already know. It's Omar we got to convince. We got to convince Omar that Cole Anthony is the next coming of Gilbert Arenas.
He's
But-
pointing at me too. Look at him.
No, no,
I say,
You don't. You
I'm pointing at
don't. You
Omar.
don't. You don't have to
He ain't
convince
lying.
me. Listen, you don't have to convince me of anything. Y'all have 5 wins, bro.
They
Hey,
5
hey,
and 18.
5 wins.
5 and 18 energy.
5 and 18 energy.
I ain't
Next
gonna
game
lie.
gonna
Let
be
me
six.
let me
It's
ask
gonna
you
be
this.
six.
Let me
We're
ask you
winning.
this. Be honest. How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 20.
You're 20. How does it feel that you will never see your team be relevant ever again? Stop taking stuff off.
We're gonna win the NBA championship.
Yo, he's doing
this
it
year.
again. He's doing it again.
I'm not gonna show my hands this time.
He's just beating his meat at this point. We're
It's
gonna do it.
a mix up chat. Like you don't understand. You understand what I'm capable of, nigga. See, I ain't do nothing, nigga.
Listen, we're gonna win a championship. Like what the?
We're gonna win a championship before Boston wins one, before the Lakers win another one, and before the Hawks win one. And that's 100% facts.
You
Yeah,
said another one. You can't. When was
Another
the last
one.
time?
I don't like how he said that's 100% facts. He said it like, and that's the
100%
T,
facts.
and that's the T, sis. What?
Hey,
And that's that on that.
I'm telling you right now,
Period. Like
Next
what?
time, I'm coming with the advanced stats to prove my future predictions.
I did know you. I know your neck hurts because you've been looking up this whole time.
Yo, what's up there? I'm being so serious. Based off that room, it's probably a big ass spider.
Yo,
It's probably a
It's you
fat.
niggas up here.
Oh, okay. I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
how
You
you watch
look,
Magic games.
you look like you got a
Dang.
big.
Yeah,
head
That's how you
TV.
watch Magic games.
You
You
look
could
like
have
you
been
got a
watching
big.
Warriors games.
You look like you got a
What the
big
fuck?
head TV in your living room. You got one of them big TVs.
You have such a.
It's
Do you
flat screen
stream?
everywhere.
Do you
No.
stream? No.
No, but I should, shouldn't I? You know.
Yes.
Yeah,
If that's your setup,
What do you
I
What do you do?
assume.
What do you do with this setup? What do you do with this setup?
I make beats. My beats are shit.
Okay. Well, at least
Oh,
doing
you're
something.
that guy.
yeah.
You're the-
808.
Yeah, your
headache,
beats are
so-
shit. I ain't gonna lie. You
He said, "Oh yeah, your beats are shit."
no, we were in the space. He was like, "Yeah, this shit is ass." I ain't gonna-
Hey, if I know my shit is ass, I can live with it.
Hey, I
But
saw
I'm
the
working.
progression though.
I'm
Like on that third beat, it got better. It got better. No, I see it. I see it.
So
it.
get him out of
It
here.
takes
Get his
time.
big ass
All
headband
right.
out of here.
This nigga
Peace
is-
out, bro.
At least he do something with it. Cool.
Oh man.
Oh man.
All right, Zay, he's
Oh,
frozen.
yo,
He just
yo.
froze.
Oh, damn. Yo.
Hold on, hold on.
Release. That would
We hear
be
you.
fire
We
if
hear
it
you.
worked.
We hear you. What up?
Hey, yeah.
What's going on? Yo,
What's good, yo?
how's everyone's day? You chilling? Y'all chilling? Y'all chilling?
Yeah.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
My question. What's the craziest high school, like, what's the craziest story you had in high school? Because I was just talking with my brodies, and we just been, like, reminiscing about high school and shit, so I was, just asking y'all if y'all have any, like, crazy-ass high school experience.
Hey, real quick, show us that Jerry curl that you got though.
Hmm?
Pull the camera out so we can see the Jerry curl.
What
Pull
you
it
mean,
back.
bro? I got drugs.
You got dreads? Okay,
Sure.
I couldn't see. I
Yeah.
couldn't see. Okay.
He said a Jerry. Why would
It
you
looked
do
like a Jerry
Jerry
curl. It looked like a Jerry
You
curl.
are the worst nigga of all time.
I wanted to see it.
What is
I don't think I
that,
have
80s?
any. I don't
Who
think I
has a
have any
Jerry
crazy
curl in
stories.
2021? What?
That's what I was asking.
I was definitely
Anyway,
like, "Is that-"
I would
Oh,
say-
you know what? Oh, go ahead, Dominic.
I'm about to say my wildest story that's not on YouTube from high school will probably be me getting dunked on by this nigga that's in the NBA. Is Cam in the
Ooh.
NBA? I think he signed still. Cam Oliver? I think Cam Oliver is still in the NBA. I don't know. He might be back in the G League. I don't know. But I got dunked on by a nigga that's plays pro ball in high school.
I ain't gonna lie.
Bad.
I would be flexing that. I ain't gonna lie. You saying you got dunked
I
on by
wouldn't.
NBA, nigga?
You would
I
be
wouldn't.
flexing
Nah.
that?
Yeah,
don't
nigga, the fuck? It's
Niggas
an
don't get no
NBA
pussy.
player, nigga. It ain't a regular nigga, bro. It's an NBA player in the league, bro. That's
My
what's
my
up.
crazy story from high school is two of them. one time this girl got caught giving somebody else giving piercings outside during lunch. She dead ass had a long ass needle. It was like this long, and she was just giving out like belly button piercings and other piercings like that for lunch during lunchtime. Hella unsanitary, just disgusting. But the craziest one is there was this dude who I guess he had bad parents or whatever the case may be. Killed both of his parents and then came to school like nothing was wrong. And they picked him up in fourth period. Like the police came and picked him up in fourth period. And he got charged with murder.
What the hell?
Oh
No.
Damn, Dad.
All right.
Damn.
Taking a left. I think someone got caught jacking off in class one time.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We got that too
as well.
Man,
What?
it's both involved. Both involve a security guard. I took that nigga chicken minis one time, and he chased me all the way outside to the football field, and then I had thrown that shit on the ground. So it was a snow day because I was just being a nigga. It was a snow day, so he damn near had me do the little jump where you like going across the football field with the little machine. Slim, he kicked me off that bitch 2 minutes, and I was about to draw the fattest penis on the logo, dog. I was about to draw that motherfucker crazy. He saw me go in the circle. He said, "Get off, get off." And then same nigga. That's my dog now, by the way. He fucked with me if I pulled up to high school. I was late for class. He was trying to give me the hall suite. I took that nigga ankles in the hallway. He started chasing me up the stairs or whatever. So I just walked out. I said, fuck that shit. I went up the stairs, went up the different side of steps, and I walked out the building. This motherfucker on my life, see his ass on the ceiling. See his ass on the ceiling. On my life. Yo, if you ever see a nigga named Tidwell, he's built different. And the nigga named Tidwell from the school I went to, he's built different, bro. Trust.
Why does it sound like a story off of the game Bully? Why did you live a bully lifestyle in high school?
It was fun. Well, so you're telling me you just had fourth lunch. There's like a good 40 minutes of school left because the last 20 minutes of school ain't school. So it's a good 40 minutes of school left. You going to class? I wasn't going to class.
Sage.
My history teacher knew not to.
I was either hooping, or I was not in school. I was cutting.
I'm saying, bro, like I was like Miss Thompson. Fuck, I forgot her name. I don't want to lie about her name, but like, fuck it, I would just call her Thompson. I was like, Miss Thompson. Just let me know when the quiz is. just let me know when the quiz is here. Like I just ate. I'm going to sleep. I'm sleeping in your class, and if I'm not sleeping in your class, I'm sleeping in my bed. It's as simple as that. Hey, man. Both times I ran away from security guards. There was another time where we had a Vegas rules thing where we was in 9th grade, so we weren't actually like fucking and shit, but niggas were just being freaky as fuck in a silent room in a library. That happened too, but that's about it.
Y'all are horny.
Your mind if I tell your mind?
Yeah, I got a lot of high school stories, nigga.
Go ahead, Zay.
Nah, I'm chilling.
So boom. It was freshman year. Yeah, it was freshman year. So it was like around 5 years ago because I'm like 2-3 years out of high school. So this was in my living environment class, and it was mostly Caucasian students. So like, it wasn't crazy ass school, but like, it wasn't like typical type shit. So, but niggas had a dumbass rule to where people couldn't use the bathroom during first period because their whole excuse was, oh, if you needed to use the bathroom, then you should have done it when you left the crib. Feel me? Which is dumb in itself. So I came into class having basically needed the urge, take a fat one. Feel me? I had to take a shit. So
yeah,
I was asking my teacher. I was like, "Hey, can I use the bathroom real quick?" And she was, I ain't gonna lie, she was like, she wasn't one of those teachers where she was like a pain in the ass. She was chill with me. She kept it on the low. She was like, I can't take you out to the bathroom. I'm sorry, just like, miss, I need to go. If not, something ain't gonna be good. Feel me? So she was like, nah, I can't let you go. It's first period. The bathroom's a lock. I'm like, nah, it's bullshit. So I just kept it waiting. Because usually what they do, as well as that during like each different type, like each periods, like specific bathrooms like specific bathrooms on each floor would be unlocked. So like let's say for example like second period, like the third floor bathroom and like the first floor bathroom would be open and so on and so forth. Feel me? So I basically had to wait till second period and like coincidentally enough, my second period class was literally next door of the class of my first period class, and the bathroom was literally across the fucking hallway. Keep that in mind, feel me? So I asked my second period teacher, I'm like, hey, can I use the bathroom? She's like, nah, you gotta wait 5 minutes. I'm like, yo, you dead ass? Cause I'm like, this shit, cause I ain't gonna lie, like my bowels died. So like, I really had to go, and I'm waiting. My legs are shaking. I had to go. I'm dead ass sweating. Next thing you know, she's like, "All right, go." I tried to open the bathroom door. That shit was locked. And this is like a month into my freshman year, so like I didn't know what the fuck to do. But like, long story short, I basically shit on myself in the hallway. And niggas there was a teacher in the hallway. It was like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. But like, nah, I'm saying that because there was
he came up here and was like, yeah, I really need to tell this story.
No,
he went out of his way. He gonna, yo, cool story, guys. He said, yo, you mind if I tell this one?
You mind if I tell you the time that I shat myself?
He's saying this with pride, bro. What the fuck?
Did it trickle down your leg?
This man is asking follow-up questions, bro.
Hey, R.O. Broly, if he know who Tidwell is, because he spelled his name right. If he know who Tidwell is, bro, I'm not Kevin Tidwell's a wild nigga. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to tell y'all niggas that because that shit was wild.
Why?
To me,
all right, appreciate the question.
All right, bro.
All I'm gonna say is you ain't had that bond with your nurse, boy. You tripping.
He just got there. Get him out of here. Let's get like one more. That's wild.
All right, last one.
Oh, what's good?
Is that beans? Oh no, that's a cord. I'm tripping hella hard.
What's up, family?
Twin.
Is it cool if I throw in my high school story?
Stop, Cruz. Stop.
Is that okay with y'all?
Go ahead, Cruz.
All right, so
keep it short.
Year, you know what I'm saying? Big dog on campus roof. That's me, big dog. And this it also started. It took place around the time where I started taking Xanax. Just to preface this story, so this is a Xanax story.
Okay.
Our rival high school just made the news for the assistant principal was fucking the starting quarterback on their football team, high school. Illegal. That made me. So when we played them in football, like I said, this was a Xanax football game. I'm Xanaxed out, you know, barred out. So I painted up for the game, and I wrote her name on my chest with a heart. Right, the assistant principal that had fucked the students was on my chest with a heart. And I went, and this is at their stadium. So I went inside, and I thought that. So I went inside, and I had thought that. I thought it was just like friends taking pictures of me. So I started posing, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? I started hitting with that. Hit him with one of these. Turns out that was the district office taking pictures of me so they could have evidence of me having her name on my chest.
I actually posing for your mugshot.
I never got those pictures, which I was pissed about. That's just one of mine. That's just a high school story of mine. I thought that it would fit well.
Oh, my stomach.
I know a nigga just like him. That's the worst part.
He loves me at illegal. Loves me. Lost me.
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it just got
Illegal
better
was
from there.
illegal was crazy.
I mean, it is.
That's, you know, it's crazy. I don't even think that's why he was requesting up. That's just the wild thing is. But
That was a free cruise story, bro.
I got plenty, man.
I don't.
I've lived quite an interesting life, I think.
My stomach
Proud of
hurts.
you, brother. I'm proud of you.
My stomach.
Good job, bro. Holy shit.
hurts, bro.
Oh, I mean, that wasn't. Hey, that wasn't like a hey guys, look how badass. I was just, a high school story, whatever.
Whatever. Something light.
So
something
my
light.
question to you is, what's the most
my-
illegal? What's the most illegal thing you've ever done?
Get this nigga out of here.
Yo, do the Dougie real quick. At least do the Dougie. 2-time Dougie champ.
Yo, we have to get crew.
What's news gonna be done? We're coming at the end. We're gonna
Yo,
find
say, why
a
you singing
mystery.
Scooby-Doo,
This
nigga?
gonna be done. We're coming at you. What's this gonna be?
It was an Arby's cup in the back, bro.
Yeah, you see the Arby's in the back? What's up with these
Look at him, 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 look at him. Oh my god.
God.
Yo, bro.
The endings of these pods are getting like becoming the climax.
Let me tell y'all something right now. Next Q&A, we doing a sweep of the room. If your room is not clean, you can't ask us a question. All right. And can't be no Arby's cups in the back.
Nah.
First of all, nah, nigga, you sat on this goddamn stream and ate
Come
a
on, bro,
great
come on,
fucking
bro, come on.
sandwich.
That
Nah,
is a cardinal
come on,
sin.
come on,
I ain't gonna lie.
Come on,
That
bro.
was
Out of
cardinal
all,
sin.
if that ain't the pot on the kettle black, this nigga talk about some Arby's cup. You ate a gray roast beef sandwich on this fucking pod. Talk about some, hey, and your girl like you like what the fuck?
I ain't never seen the nigga move the bread and the meat move. Like that nigga picked up his sandwich and the meat is like a fucking ocean.
You know what's funny, Dabo? Because Cruz could have dead ass just got a drink. I can't say nothing. I was eating a sandwich on the stream.
Jesus Christ, eating a nasty patty on stream,
That
talking
shit
about
was
Cruz.
disgusting.
Oh my god. Okay, let's get up out of here. We've taken enough of their time this week. Oh shit, that shit had me so weak. Say goodbye to the people, bro.
All right, people, I'm gonna fuck with y'all.
Damo, say goodbye to the people.
Bye, people.
Biso, say goodbye to the people.
Peace out, y'all. Jesus Christ. Peace out. Peace out, y'all.
Yo, live is so funny. Yo, in this shit.